Some news out of the world of comedy. Comedian Ari Shaffir's stand-up special that was titled Ari Shaffir Jew has been canceled. Not only has the taping been canceled, but the actual event itself has been canceled. This email has been circulating on the internet, and it comes from the box office, which was putting on the show. It says, "We write to inform you that Ari Shaffir Jew has been canceled. Rotten Science, the event's production company, withdrew from the project. We will be issuing refunds for the tickets you purchased for this event." So that's really all they said. It almost feels sort of personal that they wanted to throw in there that the production company pulled out. But I mean, it also makes sense that people would want to know why their show is being canceled that they paid to see. Although if you don't know why this show was canceled, you must be living under a rock. I initially discussed Ari's Kobe comments in the reaction on the podcast before, and my comments on it really blew up. And, it sort of got me thinking that, through that response, I felt like people are very, very upset by this still. They were very touched by it just due to the severity of the situation. And at the end of the day, I understand why, and I understand that. So if this production company wants to cancel it, that's on them. I understand that they probably don't want to release a video production with their name co-signing Ari Shaffir in the midst of all of this craziness. That is completely understandable. It's a shame to see it happen in some ways, because this is a tough game to make money in. If you're an entertainer and you're making money at all, that's actually huge, whether people realize it or not. But at the same time, it would be much more of a shame if it was due to something that Ari didn't cause for himself. Ari caused this. He brought this on himself. It's completely his own fault, and he's responsible for the comments that he made and the fact that he doubled down on it. Last time I talked about this, I mentioned the fact that I'd worked on a couple shows doing sound for Ari, and that he was a decent guy. And, I almost feel like I may have been out of place by making any sort of comment on what type of guy he is. I feel like I misworded that. What I was trying to say was that I've met the guy on a few occasions, and he was nice to me. I can only speak from my own experience. So what I was trying to say is that he wasn't a mean man to me. He was a nice guy to me. But I also realized that just because someone's nice to you in a small amount of interactions, that doesn't mean that they're that doesn't have any commentary on how they are as a person or what their character is, especially when it's been years since that exchange. I personally don't really listen to Joe Rogan, so I didn't know that he had drugged Bert Kreischer. I didn't know a lot of the things that had happened since this, and that's on me, so I think it was sort of out of place to make a commentary on what type of guy he is. But at the end of the day, this is what happens. We're living in a culture now where what people say is taken very seriously. And if you say something, especially something that's designed to be controversial, you better be prepared to face the consequences, because whether you believe in it or not, crazy things are happening to people for making statements.